Welcome back everyone. Let's take a quick look at General Nazgrim, the 8th boss in the Siege of Orgrimmar. General Nazgrim is a warrior, and he uses a lot of abilities and mechanics of the warrior class. He has a rage bar, a set of abilities that cost rage to use, and 3 different stances. As you can see here at the start, there is a large number of adds present next to the boss which we just AoE down. They don't seem to serve any real purpose and they don't really do anything. That said, over the course of the fight, Nazgrim regularly summons different, much more dangerous adds which are a central component of the encounter. As the fight starts, Nazgrim enters battle stance. All this means is that for 1 minute he will generate 1 rage every second. 1 minute later, when battle stance expires, he's going to enter berserker stance, which causes him to take and to deal increased damage and also to have increased rage generation. 1 minute after that, he will enter defensive stance, where any attacks done to Nazgrim from the front will be deflected and they'll cause him to generate rage. This stance cycle then continues throughout the fight, but all in all it does not make a big difference. Regardless of which stance Nazgrim is in, you'll be treating his abilities in pretty much the same way. Nazgrim's rage is very important, and this determines what abilities he uses during the fight. He has 4 abilities in his arsenal that cost rage to use, and every 15 seconds he will use the most expensive one of these abilities that he can afford. Heroic Shockwave, which is being cast right now, is the cheapest ability he has at 30 rage. Nazgrim will leap to a random player's location, dealing damage and forming 3 fire lines that will then deal damage a few seconds later to anyone standing in them. Getting hit by these lines grants Nazgrim some additional rage. Korkron Banner places a war banner with low health next to the boss, which causes the attacks of any adds present to grant rage to Nazgrim. The banner costs 50 rage to use. Ravager costs 70 rage, and it creates an unattackable blade that spins around and deals damage in a small area until the end of the fight. Getting hit by the blade grants Nazgrim rage. Finally, at 100 rage, the boss will use War Song, which deals a massive amount of raid-wide physical damage. As for the adds that the boss keeps spawning, there are 4 types. Iron Blades are basically warriors and they do a whirlwind attack while they're alive. These are the lowest priority adds. Assassins are essentially rogues who are capable of dealing very high burst damage to targets, going so far as to almost one-shot players. Killing and controlling the assassins is very important. Arcweavers are mages and they are also capable of dealing extremely high damage. Finally, war shamans have a number of heals, including a healing stream totem which must be destroyed. In addition to all of this, Nazgrim has a stacking tank debuff that calls for a tank switch, as well as an attack that he casts on random raid members, which reduces their maximum health by 50% for 30 seconds and causes them to take heavy bleed damage for the same duration. In any case, the most important part of the fight is making sure that Nazgrim does not generate any more rage than he absolutely has to, as that ensures that he keeps using his less damaging abilities instead of the more dangerous ones. And of course, you will need to keep the adds under control. We hope you enjoyed this first look at General Nazgrim. Be sure to let us know what you thought of the fight in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.